into the CT half as well. Wisla trying to see if they can get themselves kicked off with an opening start into the pistol at bases, into lower tunnels. They will take face, and syrsoN will get that opening kill on SZPERO.
What a read this is from Big. Double anchors out from the B side. They're already taking Jules out for lower tunnels. And for Wisla, they've got to kind of commit B here.
Straight aggression at tabseN. He's going to see them all. Headshots to line up. Sees Makos. Next up, jedqr's going to find that trade. A 2-for-1 trade, however, favours the big side. And they suppress from the back lines here as they defend that B control. Wisla haven't really got many options to rotate back here. They've got to commit as players continue to fall. Finally, syrsoN falls back towards lower. On default as well if he clears out all angles. jedqr's going to see them coming in from CT. No, he's pixels away. Bomb plant will be attempted. They'll make their way up towards ramp though, and Goofy has no idea where they're at. They can hide behind the box at this stage. jedqr can potentially be siphoned off from the bomb plant position itself. Does get that one kill on k1to, but Flashbang's coming in. They've tapped it once. They'll stick it for permanence here. They know where jedqr is, so there's no chance he can deny this. It will be a
potentially have a little bit of a late lurk, but for Big, they're just playing retake from here.
Oh, jedqr catches syrsoN through the smoke, so that's a 1-for-1. Right about that retake mode. Falling back out of position. They're going to leave the FAMAS of the anchor on the site. However, tabseN wants a little bit more than just a retake key. He's got the frag on jedqr. 20 seconds remaining. T slowly facing forward. They'll get that bomb plant on a short control. Facing back and forth for tabseN. Still looks for SZPERO. SZPERO gets that trade. And Wisla turn a 3v3.
Now it just comes down to the gunfights being won out by the Wisla side. They've been able to maintain the short control, but now the CTs are coming into action.
Facing slowly but surely. AK, SZPERO catches off the M4, doesn't get a kill against him. SZPERO return to 6 HP instead. ponczek on site, finds tiziaN, gets that kill involved. k1to and XANTARES are so heavily tagged though, and ponczek can light
site though, even potentially knowing there's only one anchor. Lurk smoke coming down. syrsoN's still quite aggressive at B.
SZPERO's locking into the mid-control. syrsoN's going to get caught off and the AWP falls. SZPERO is finally going to get overwhelmed with his lack of HP numbers to work with. tabseN gets his trade in the FAMAS, but meanwhile the B-side's been cleared out. That AWP was the only thing to hold it. And Big realised they probably lost the round at this stage. Bomb plant secured. They're all
up 4-1. Big not having an easy time here.
Up towards suicide. Goofy might not be ready for this angle. He still thinks he's there in mid. Oh, this flank is going to get checked. Goofy returns back to the 44.
Oh, ponczek's gathering this info though. B's completely open, but k1to still wins the kill, and tabseN gets one with the AK.
Okay, that works. Sure, why not? 4v2 scenario, Goofy on 19. jedqr on 100's got to be doing the heavy lifting. Goofy's in a bit of a bad spot here. Is there a second spot to go down to that cross? I believe that there might be. No, they're going to jump face it instead. Molotov in and tabseN forced away. Goofy gets his kill, but tabseN and syrsoN quickly over at the longhouse, and the smokes and flashes go over. 16 seconds. Goofy going to dive down towards the CT spawn, or at least attempt to do so. It's syrsoN that gets that kill. tabseN on the wraparound sees two players, transfers his spray towards both, and the bomb plant faked. One SZPERO trying to bait in the CT players, but now he's dead out of time. White as snow. tabseN gets the kill for his triple. What a gap in that smoke. A lot of gaps in smokes I've seen here from Visla's utility sets up, and it's going to favour them. Goofy's dry face is going to favour them as well. ponczek boosting up, gets the kill on XANTARES, and when Wisla look like this, they look like a team that can upset Big.
Yeah, that's a beautiful round coming in for the Polish side. Oh, whiff coming through from the M4. Very, very sloppy on the spray there out from tiziaN. And now at a position where k1to's pretty much just got to save onto the AWP. We know that the loss bonus is starting to kick it back a little bit for the big side. Yeah, they've got money in the reserve, but all in all for Wisla, they just work with...
At least one maps in the entire pool. Third least played as well, so... They've done some homework coming into this matchup, which does encourage things a little bit, but if k1to keeps hitting blind shots, then we might be looking down some 7. It's the best thing that they can do at this stage. Look at the run out coming in from jedqr though. Smoke down towards the cross. The AWP does connect that one good shot back in. deagle close against Goofy, knows he's out there. Oh! No scope shots, all he needs to get so as well. Straight shot on the first man, backing up after the initial contact. Reading the timing so well. syrsoN gets his kill on SZPERO. k1to follows suit on ponczek. And yeah, this is not around the big can lose from here. Even the AWP's been spotted. Oh, tabseN toying with his food there, but look at the damage on Goofy and SZPERO. Goofy's going to try to follow the fate. Oh, that nade's got him. He's a dead man. It's back to 4v4. Of the T side, can't line up the shots though. The flashbang's going to support them. A head's been seen. They know that SZPERO's close to the site. He's also been aware that he's basically been compromised at this point. Has to go for the bomb plant. And tabseN lands his kills. And XANTARES trades him back as SZPERO finally falls. AWP Akito locking on a ponczek. He's been accurate as anything in this one. And now jedqr's going to be a little bit more so. Tap to the head of the first. Two more players to find. Swings out to both of them. And that cost him his life and cost him the round.
And for XANTARES, you get the feeling that he's winning so many of these important duels, the absolutely necessary ones. You can even see, just get off that bomb, make sure you're recovering the double AWP setup, keep it into the next round.
No, that's not good. Caught out in the open, not knowing where to go or what to do. Goofy gets tabseN though. That's one good shot to strike. Keto trades back. XANTARES sees the next man peeking back into the window as he tries to dominate the mid-control. Vista on the rotations. They're going to go caught off for it, though. Spray lines up on two players, and XANTARES picks apart jedqr and Makos, and ponczek and SZPERO have no idea about this mid-backstab coming in from tiziaN. He gets that first and that second, and efficiently locks out.
4-1. You've got to show more than 5 rounds. Like to win 9 out of the past 10 for big is everything. Oh, great type starting off from Goofy. How much more can they get out of this one?
Smoke on from tiziaN as well. We'll try to see if we can get themselves back into position. The USP still peek out here for Makos. Over towards the car position. He's got Goofy there. Will start pushing forward, seeing where XANTARES is. Damage has been done. Makos gets a secondary kill. A 5 versus 3 now gained here for Wisla. Smoke's inbound for the quick T execution. Big going to try to recover this with speed and speed alone. jedqr watching back over at ramp. He's looking for the 2 players out there. Taps in, tagged up, 20 HP for him. Makos gets another good kill, but syrsoN responds towards him at long last. The player in the backline is known. jedqr's tagged, but Goofy comes in with his own backstab, and suddenly syrsoN's left alone to do it all. For the ace clutch, the bomb is on his back. He's got no util, has the Kevlar, but Goofy has the kill. Triple up for him. Flashes go over, they force the CTs back. SZPERO still reading this, however. Back turn, UMP will get overwhelmed by the rifle. Goofy with one good trade and a double up there for the CT. SZPERO can peek out, look for his 2 kills. Will burst through, catch them all. And all left is XANTARES, and the backline's also dealt with to the 7th here. I think that they've gone for a heavy short stack, and well, they've assumed this one right here. Big using that information to their advantage. Nades back and forth. No one's watching long control. syrsoN gets that pick. Makos can strike back. syrsoN misses and Makos recovers the scenario. Drops the bomb. Now backups arrived. The short controls have to get established. There's a gap in that smoke though. A re-smoke's got to come in. And blind fire from Makos. Can he connect anything? Blinds, and XANTARES will grab that bomb, or at least attempt to do so. Finally sneaks forward and gets down to the bomb site.
Keto's still got mid under control though, so he could cut off a couple of rotates out from this short position if they come in from that position. Oh, he's hiding too.
They think they're all on site. He's going to hear 3 sets of footsteps. See 3 heads. Spray's gone awkward. He connects it together, though. Doesn't find ponczek. 2 versus 2. Him and Makos to recover this round. Makos already recovered the man advantage and recovered his life on the short control. That bomb's ticked quite far, though, and they've got no kits in play. Flashes inbounds, and XANTARES peeking out. Does not see ponczek. Smoke goes back to cover him off. Going to try and escape here back into the open, because I think the retake's off the table here for Wisla Krakow. They do find tabseN, at least try and keep him suppressed and do damage towards the T side line, make this round expensive. XANTARES almost falls as well. In fact, he'll fall on the bomb site with the bomb explosion. Molotovs in. Smokes down with nades. Good tag on tiziaN. Starts things off on the right foot. Doesn't get a kill though, not to start. tiziaN actually isolates Goofy instead and kicks things off past that smoke. Meanwhile, on the short control, everybody else to the T side is going to go look for the XE. Makos there with the kill on tabseN, trades it back for the moment. Stalls them for a moment as well, but they'll still cross to the A site.
Just tiziaN's presence out from long is now sort of forced a bit of a retake in from Wisla.
Oh, another one's going to go ahead and join them. More from the long control, so here they go. Wisla flashed out of angle. Makos does get caught by it. The M4 start making their way up towards ramp. XANTARES caught off 2 kills on SZPERO and ponczek. syrsoN caught back in the backline jump phase. They're going to try and go for him here. Try to isolate the AWP. AK comes in to bail him out. jedqr gets SZPERO on the TK actually. tiziaN dives in to look for the last exit frag, but in the end they'll all go up in smoke. Kill seeing the nades inbound, didn't see the players themselves. The flashbang will give it a little bit of support for them in the entries. They see what's going on, and finally SZPERO gets caught off. XANTARES follows suit. Wisla dismantled again. Perfect utility placement to blind off with a nade, a flash, a smoke, whatever it was. A 5v3 retake that's just got to come through now for Wisla Krakow.
Even the shots, what an entry coming through from tiziaN and XANTARES too. And for Wisla, I mean, come on guys, you got to go for this. They're still got to lurk looking towards A.
7 map points to beat, and they might not get past the first one. Flashes over for Goofy, inbound to the AWP, as Keto strikes once again. Much better than the AWP of the T side. Makos going to lean forward his ult, the secondary one in, looking to the back lines, looking to the front. jedqr caught off. And this one's over here. This will be a 16-8 for Big to close out map 1. Their map picker does 2. Wisla fought valiantly. It looked to be close at the start of things. Makos will try and make it a little bit competitive towards the end, but it's Big that walk away with the victory. Pretty clean, pretty confident, and that's why they're the favourites in this matchup as we head to in the pistol round. Look at tabseN's flank, though. jedqr has no idea about this. Neither did his teammate at Popdog. Neither did his teammate at tiziaN. Perfect headshots coming through to start things off for the CT side, but ponczek and SZPERO trade right back, maintain control, and Big had the perfect counterplay, but they're unable to deal with Scout in for this one. Putting utility out, made some noise though, and the deagle does find the kill. Now it's up to the deagles on the B site here, flashed out position. tiziaN waiting for his moment, sees 2 players, does get the 1 frag, tag on the second man, and they haven't checked tabseN on the bomb train itself. 1 frag found, 2 frags found. Makos suddenly alone, scoping in towards upper, now being a known entity for the CT forces. They've got bomb control, they've got rifles they can recover, and this one has fallen apart for Wisla now.
Yeah, Makos can't really do anything here, can he? The only way he wins is if they keep just overfacing, keep giving him individual duels, but time is still so low, he's got to find so many more kills.
And against 3 AKs being picked up at a CT side. It's peeking back and forth, and all they have to do is just peek at the right moment, time it well, get the shot. Molotov's going down as well for the T side to force players out of the tiziaN angle, but these 3 members going to force forward the smoke out towards ramp. tiziaN going to turn away from the flashbang, get Makos, line up the spray against Goofy, nice and efficient. ponczek gets that 1 trade, but 9 seconds here. Going to get that bomb back up, plant it on the site position. Dealt with by syrsoN instead. The AWP picks it apart. SZPERO's got the save, and Big. They are looking bolstered here, and the money liners, they're going to get a headshot anyway.
tiziaN might just be making the aggressive play up for the Brown. Oh, jedqr's turned away. This could be the perfect timing in for tiziaN. Easy opening kill, and he can relay over. Brown Horse is open. No one's here.
Got Bigger just looking locked on. syrsoN finds the AWP pick, back green. And just, there's no options for the Poles. They just don't know where to go with this. Yeah, it's T-side of train, but their map pick, and Big making it look like it was theirs instead. Goofy does find 1 good trade, at least back towards Ivy. Might open up an opportunity. Someone's got to rotate and grab that bomb, though.
Yeah, Goofy's made a nice adjustment out from CT. Actually caught off tiziaN sleeping a little bit on rotate. So bringing it back to a 3-on-3. This is a good position for the T side.
Now syrsoN's got his back turned to one of the entryways in the bomb site itself. If the player at tiziaN acts before Goofy does, then that AWP's going to be pressured. Sees the swing, gets the kill in instead. Back up to the back of the site, and the AWP ready against the tiziaN angle. 3 kills for syrsoN. Despite the backstab working well for Goofy, it wasn't quite enough to actually get the round together. The AWP was able to deal with it. And now ponczek, he's looked away, but tabseN caught by 4x3. So 1 exit frag at least found, but 10 seconds to remain for ponczek to grab that bomb back in tiziaN and get it down to the A side. There's not enough time to get there. He's got to save another AK for Wisla, another round to the board of Big. And when do Wisla just take a
place, but also getting a ticket to Land Sweets Land and a ticket to maybe a bit of over-aggression for the AWP. No scope not coming up. ponczek opening up the B sides.
Finally, something goes right for Wisla. Has taken their sweet time to it. A 5-on-3 game. Incendiaries down. CT players spreading out to go for the retake because they've got money to do so. AUG does catch off jedqr. Are they aware of ponczek? Well, Keto gets caught by Goofy as the bomb does go down. And now the M4 remains the last thing left for tabseN. Okay, that change of pace. Tagged heavy. 33 HP already. They spread out. SZPERO going to get caught towards Popdog. They didn't hear the tagging on the Molotov. The kill comes in against XANTARES here. Smoke and Flash is going to try force forward again against syrsoN. Or for your battle pass. E-box, it's won by SZPERO now.
More nades out towards the B side. Actually seeing tabseN rotate over. AWP from Keto. Oh, misses the chance.
Yeah, thrown off by the walking inaccuracy. 2 CT trying to make their way back up. 1 player pushing up from ramp could get caught off towards the brown halls by the player that's up there. tiziaN actually finds that kill. Now it's all going to rest on tabseN for the defensive. Knows that the player back towards back green. Shot on him. Takes Goofy. Got to look up to red though. jedqr there with a quick trade. And tiziaN now for the retake. No util. 1v3. SZPERO and jedqr are damaged up heavily, so they could be very tradable, especially the AWP facing first out towards the Ivy control. tiziaN has got a lock on the angle, though he's got to be perfect with the first shot accuracy, and he connects it onto the first man. Now got to find the next two. Where is jedqr? On site. Again, could be easy to fall. tiziaN's got no cover up on the utility. The flashbang coming over, turned away from. And caught off by jedqr on his peek away as he suspects him to peek into round 12. Of course, the guns out of Brehze here for the T-side line. k1to does get that opening frag. ponczek can get a responsive trade, and the Eagles continue to tap forward as ponczek does secure a secondary kill in this one. Definitely a good idea to wait for him to get back in server, but tiziaN and co are still holding contest. They've dropped that bomb in a 2 versus 2.
They've done a lot of damage in this one. Tax going up both ways. Leg shot onto tiziaN, but XANTARES still on the side. He is getting backstabbed in from SZPERO, though.
Oh, he's read it. The deagle doesn't connect the shots. Control. Makos has looked away at the wrong moment. Utility been heard. Found the backstab. Turn around to the spray. Where's the second man? No idea. tiziaN. His back still turned at Ivy. One-on-one scenario is wasting time.
It's all okay, though, because he's still alive, and he might be able to get the read. Looking at Ivy, and tiziaN is going to win.
Pass sandwich the smokes. The nades coming in against him, though they know that he's there. He's going to resmoke, close the tabs and jumps around that corner. SZPERO still gets 2 frags, though. Transferring spray back and forth and gets a 2-man advantage.
Oh, don't tell me they're going to commit out to B. They've got to really bring that bomb back to the A side, knowing they've got a double entry. And for tiziaN, he's just trying to work on the edge of this ramp smoke. SZPERO's looking for more.
syrsoN watching in the back lines. They've recovered from man disadvantages before, and tiziaN is going to drop the bomb. That's massive. The AWP seeing what's going on. He'll take the fight against ponczek, win it out. tiziaN's going to focus on a headshot of Makos and XANTARES, and syrsoN come in to support, and Wisla again leave it all to fall. SZPERO has found a backstab. He finds that one good frag, adjusting in against XANTARES, though wins the fight to return. The AWP of k1to will look for the opening frag. They have born against him. Run boost, scene, flick, not connecting, but the AK falls anyway.
tabseN with that duel straight away out for the T-Cob position, allows that opening 5-on-4 to come out. And look how much far forward he's going! All the way out towards the Ivy fight. He's looking for more, Jay. He's still going to try and see if he can find his third of the round, not to be.
Still got XANTARES up here, though, and he knows. He swings on jedqr, wins out the fight. Oh, you better to grab the AK. Not like it'll matter too much, though. Rifles across the board against the Scout and the Pistons.
It's been an absolute joy to watch the way in which Big are playing.
And k1to picks up ponczek to close it. He might do. USP straight in for jedqr, seeing the heavy stack coming in from the big side. All 3 players in popdog make their way in for the opening kill. And Makos here to support Goofy on the site. They will be forced to fall back. They do find k1to at least, but Goofy heard by tiziaN. He gets the kill through the smoke with a sense and presence of mind. 4 versus 3. ponczek gets back to 3v3, and tiziaN gets caught in the midst of the smoke. So now Wisla hold themselves on a pistol round. They get syrsoN as well. So it's all left to XANTARES, the star man, the big player for Big. Headshots on the first player, not quite landing the kill on the second. Makos is very, very low, and ponczek's been seen on site, so now he has info to both. But reposition from Makos. He is such a low HP player, though. XANTARES getting closer and closer to landing the kill on the man, but not to be. ponczek wins the fight, so they have to hold on to that M4. Nades inbound for ponczek will do some damage initially. That's a decent start. He's aware of the presence in brown holes. They're going to rush straight up towards upper. jedqr with his deagle finds the first player. Can he find any more? Well, the M4's there to support it. XANTARES still turns around for the trade. jedqr deals with him, and now got to try and find the scout. The bomb has been dropped in the open. k1to's on site. Got to deal with them from lower. Needs back up with a third man who's waiting back at popdog in case there's any backstabs involved. Smokes down Goofy, getting tagged up. Bomb's going to get picked up and crossed to the site itself, but it's so far out in the open. It's best to go down towards ramp, and k1to is found as well. The Krieger tabseN might buy in a rotation. That's exactly what they do.
Now, there's a player in con of Goofy that could just kind of move between the bomb sites, but for Big, they've got a pretty open A, and this is a great chance for them of just getting the bomb down and playing out the post plant, even in a disadvantage.
Yeah, nades coming in, bomb down on the site. tabseN not aware of the popdog player. Better turn himself around. Goofy gets the kill before that point. syrsoN close towards stopper, being detected by SZPERO, picks up the AK, picks up the kill, and Wisla pick up the round.
We go back and forth a little bit now with the force buys, and well, for Wisla, that's a very, very well played round for them. Look at what they're able to gain going out of it. They get double AKs and a Krieg, and it just comes down to Big really going for the B side XE when there's so many CTs in and around. Rotates came in very quickly.
Very, very workable here for Wisla. They're still fighting from the back foot, but you're right. Straight in for k1to, though. Wins out that fight against Goofy. Had a bit of a quiet one, but still able to win out a couple of decent engagements. ponczek, however, working with out of popdog control, still lurking into the brown holes. That could be an engagement. Oh, Makos sees him, gets his kill in. And the bait play does work out for Wisla in the end. 4v3, 30 seconds, big god at AWP assist and finds SZPERO back to evens. We go once again, jumping out towards old ponczek, getting caught off, looked for the second man, doesn't win the fight. And now Big take control of this. The AWP is waiting for more aggression to the CT side. I think the bomb's going to cross and just get planted though.
Oh, the timing for syrsoN just when Makos swings out, the time is so low, and now it comes to ponczek to clutch.
Gonna go for the Wanda. Train spray, couldn't get the wall bang on XANTARES. Molotov at the ready for him, will try force him forward, and now the AWP's got it on lock. syrsoN doesn't look away from that one. Trying to get aggressive again against tiziaN. Flashbang blinds off both players. tabseN leans out a pop dog. They have no idea that jedqr's so close. Finally, they deal with him. The trade back to a 3 versus 3. Wisla getting a decent contention. SZPERO setting up a backstab. His teammates have got to play passive. And the nades already against ponczek will try force them away. They will look back towards tiziaN. syrsoN's got to get the AWP pick in. Shot doesn't land. SZPERO gets the man advantage back for Wisla now. They've got to deal with a connector player. ponczek drops the bomb. And it's all on tiziaN. 1v3. Wins out that first fight, but down to 16 HP. Got to tap up the head of the AWP, and an accuracy hurts him as much stairs, but not quite enough to get him the kills back. Nades on, damage being done, 36 HP. tabseN opens up the round. That's the start that Big wanted to see.
Even seeing a bit of a walk coming out from XANTARES out to this Olaf position, they've got no idea about it.
Makos trying to watch every single angle that could be detected here, but the T side is watching the tops of the trains and the ladder areas. Peeks out, the E-box cross, k1to gets caught. It's a 4v4. Orp continuing to swing back at Pop Dog. Makos knows that he's there, lands on tabseN with a secondary face. 2 kills for him. Top of the train itself, we look back towards back green when he catches XANTARES. He turns away at the wrong moment. Chance available! XANTARES looks back of his own, and Makos with 3 kills. syrsoN and tiziaN finally shine back to 2 versus 2, but player top of ticket move sees tiziaN, doesn't land the headshot. The AWP turns it back. ponczek versus tiziaN, and the AK wins the fight. 16-10 for Big. At long last, they close it with a 2-0 series above Wisla Krakow.
Oh my